Hi everybody, this is Pam with Jesus Junk Journals, and I am working on the Mark journal today. I just cut these tags up and inked them like I told you I would do the last time. And I've also gathered some scrap paper because I think what I'm going to do is just glue these down on scraps and then cut them out instead of trying to paint something on the backs of them. I told you about somebody on our group on Facebook recommending this pH neutral PVA glue, and as you can see I haven't opened it yet because I want to use up my Barely Art glue. I got this on Amazon and it comes in larger quantities, and it's of course cheaper when you get a larger quantity. So it's a white glue. Okay, and it says PVA, which is what Elmer's glue is. It says ideal for bookbinding and paper projects. So I think I will try it on this actually. I'm going to get my awl out to poke a hole in this top. And I wonder if it wouldn't be smarter to, if this really is as good as the other glue, if it wouldn't be smart to just put it in their bottles with the smaller tips, especially because when you buy the larger quantities you can get, I think you can get it in gallons. Somebody said they had a gallon of it. So I don't know, let's see how we like it first. So I'm just going to take these scraps and glue this. Well, that is just barely wide enough. Yeah, barely. Okay. And then I'm just going to cut it out. Well, it's not gushing out like Elmer's glue would, so that's good. And it seems to be glue. I'm trying to pull it apart just to see if it, no, it glued quick just like the other glue. So that's one of the reasons everybody uses the art glitter glue and the Barely Art glue, is because it's quick drying. So you can do what you're doing and go right on working and not get stopped by anything. Now, do I want, I think I'll use this over here and not use the girl's face. Okay. So I hope everybody's having a good craft day today. We got rain today. I'm so thrilled. It's been in the 90s, very hot, no rain, and I garden, well, I have a flower garden. I don't do vegetables, but that rain was great. Everything needed to get watered really well. So I'm going to go through. So I had the pockets that were provided in the kit, but you know, that's not going to be enough. So I have been playing around making, ooh, I didn't get that inked, making tags and pockets. And so I have a plethora of pockets that I can use at will. So I will be doing that in this Mark journal, Bella and belly bands and so on and so forth. And try to get, but so also since I've been doing tags, I've got a plethora of extra tags and journal cards and things too. So this, the amount that comes in a kit, of course I can't give you enough to fill the whole thing up, but I give you a start, and I give you the scriptures actually from Mark, and you can go from there. So there's nothing too remarkable about what I'm doing here. Just having a good craft day. So I had a group here at my house that I was teaching people to do junk journal from my church actually, and I started out with, I think I had 6. And you know, it's junk journaling is kind of complicated. And if you really love it, which you know we do, that's great. But if you don't love it, it's a lot. And so a couple of the ladies figured out pretty early on that that is not something that they wanted to do. So they dropped out, and that's really great. That's what I wanted them to do, was to come and see if that's something that they wanted to do. So no harm, no foul if you figure out that you don't like it. So then another lady that wanted to do it, and I had missed her, we got her in there. So she came and she worked on one and got it done for her daughter. And then one of the ladies loved it, loved it. Hi, Carrie, you're probably watching this. And has just gone just wild with it all, and has acquired all of the accoutrements that you need to do this. Well, did I already do? Oh no, they're there. I was going to say, did I already do all my tags? Okay, so let me be selective about what I'm going to put on here. Okay, I'll use this scrap for sure. Okay, so I'm going to do this. I can get 2 on here, I think. Maybe. Nope. All right, just going to do 1. This will give it a little bit more heft with 2 thicknesses of paper, which always makes it nice, I think. Feels better in your hand, not flimsy. Trying to save my paper, and I almost messed up here. Okay, yeah, I'm liking that glue. That glue is pretty cool. So I may have a gallon of that glue in my future. And thank you to whoever that was that mentioned it. By the way, so it's made by Books by Hand, and it says www.booksbyhand.com. And if you just type in pH neutral PVA on Amazon, they carry it on there too. And I'm going to use this paper, which is some crazy paper. I tried emboss on it. I wadded it up. I used mica spray. I used mica emboss powder, you know, that use a heat gun. So that's what that came from. And it's almost like cloth now. It's really a interesting, and actually I think I'll glue this big card on here. And I'm just going to glue it in the middle because I know there's more paint in the middle probably. What is special about Mark? So in Mark, Jesus is portrayed as the suffering servant. Mark is the earliest of the 4 Gospels. It's the shortest and most vivid. Mark is the only location in the New Testament where Jesus is mentioned as the Son of Mary. Mark has 14 Son of Man references, which I've put in here. That's what a lot of these tags are, the Son of Man. In fact, those might be all of the tags because it's a mention. That one's not, but the other ones have Son of Man references. Narrates Jesus' teaching from his baptism by John the Baptist to his death and burial and the miracle of the empty tomb. And it gives healing commands in the Aramaic that he gave. So those were some things that made it unique. And you know, I hadn't really paid attention, I guess, to when I read through Mark until I saw this. And when it said that about that it's the shortest and most vivid, there's like several places where it says, and suddenly he did this, and suddenly they went here, and there is this kind of action and fast pace to, you can tell that maybe Peter wrote it when, you know, I don't know if he wrote it when he was younger or not. And actually, you know, Peter wrote Mark. He dictated it to Mark, John Mark, is what they believe, because John Mark was able to write and Peter was not. So it's believed that he dictated what he went through and saw to John Mark, and he wrote the book. So it's actually kind of like the book of Peter. And of course we do have the 2, you know, 1 Peter, 2 Peter later on. That is the general consensus on this book. Okay, so there is that. Oops. And then on with these other tags. So I've got this scrap here I'll use. Okay. So I'm going to go back and trim them, and I'm going to punch the holes in the top. Okay, so here we go. We've got these, and so now I'm gonna, where's my ink? Oh, so I started to tell you all that, so I was doing the class on this and teaching the people, the girls, how to do the junk journaling. And let's see, a couple of them, actually 3 of them, worked on the War Room kit. That's the journal that they made. And then I had one do the Faith journal, Faith Field Notes. One person started to work on the Heaven journal. And let's see, was there who? I guess the other one was War Room. Everybody did War Room except for Faith Field Notes, and Heaven was also done. So it was fun. And of course, everyone was different. So that was fun to see how everybody did their own style and put in their things that they made. And so anyway, I am now dismembering my craft room. I had crowded all my furniture and everything in and put up an extra folding table so we had room to sit and do crafting. And it was kind of a mess up here. And the girls were real good sports about working in such an environment, but it was time to get it back to normal. So I've been folding up chairs and the table and picking up lights and putting away art supplies and moving things back to where they were before. And so it's kind of starting to feel more like it was before, where I have everything kind of at my fingertips. And I miss them. I miss the girls. It was fun having them here, but I also am kind of glad to have my convenience of all my supplies back where they belong. If any of you guys have thought about doing that, you know, having a class and teaching people from your church or whatever, it's really fun. And it's kind of hard to do. I wouldn't recommend doing more than actually 3 or 4 probably, because they do need a lot of attention and help usually, and you don't want people sitting there waiting on you to do something. But we did the jelly plate printing and decoupaging with napkins, and pretty much I think we covered all the things you can usually think of. Well, I like that glue, I will say that. Very happy. Now I'm going to punch holes. I've got my circles here that I've used Distress ink on for color, and those are just those little circles you get at Walmart. So I am going to get my little hole punch that I just got from an office supply store. I'm just going to eyeball it and put a sticker on both sides, I guess. And then I'll put a ribbon on it here in a little bit. And this one, I don't know if that one will have room for a sticker. That's pretty small. I think I might just leave that one alone. All right, so I'm going to leave that without a sticker. This doesn't get a sticker. This one has plenty of room for a sticker. It kind of needs it to dress it up, doesn't it? All right, so now we just have ribbons to put on them. Okay, so let's pick our colors. All right, so there is that, and that's it on those. So now, let's see, what do we need to do? Okay, so I'm going to look at what I have so far and what I need. So I'm just going to, let's see. I'm going to stick these in and just kind of see what I still need to do. Oh, I need one for here, at least one. And I actually, where are those cards at? So here are the cards that we have to do things with too. So I'm going to put one of those in here. Okay. And put this card in here. And these might not be the final placements for these. I just am trying to get an idea of how much more I need to do as far as pockets and, oh, I didn't ever glue that one in. All right. I'll glue that in real quick. And I'm going to stick that envelope in there. And this has got a little tuck spot here. And will that card fit in there? Let me see. No, I think that'll fit. Okay, I'm going to put that one in this envelope. And then this can go in here. And I'll just stick one of these cards in for now. Got a lot of empty spots, don't I? Okay. All right. So, I mean, I could put one of those here. Oh, there's the one I glued together. I need to get a scripture to put on there. This is the altered paper clip we made. So I'll put that on there. And then, of course, there's room in this to put a whole lot of things. And, wow, did I not put any pockets in here? So I need quite a few pockets for this signature. Oh, I know what else I need. Where's that 4 flap? That's gonna need some, here it is. Just need some small items in here. So let's see if we turn these sideways, they might go in here. I don't know how this, if this will fold well or not though. Let's see. Oh, it might work all right. Other than the ribbon sticking out. Okay. So we've still got some little things here. And I've got this big card that needs to go somewhere, and it needs to kind of go, I think it needs to go on a plain page because it can kind of make up for a plain page with all the words. So let me see, what do I have here? It could go here. So let me grab a pocket out of my stash. Sounds simple, doesn't it? Here's a bunch of triangles that I've got that I've cut up for pockets. Here's one with a ribbon. I like that a lot, and it kind of goes with this. So I'm going to use it and put it just a little bit away from the fold. So this is like Frankenstein paper, Franken paper, and mica spray, and then it's got a ribbon on it. And that goes with that, so that's good. Let's see, well, I've got these out. I've got these pockets that I like a lot. I think I'll glue those in. And that's got just a little bit of room from the fold too, so that'll be good. Some more scrap busting going on there. This could go, well, actually this could go with the clip, maybe. Nope, I don't want to cover my donkey up. Actually, maybe this one goes up here. And then maybe one of these tags goes here. And I kind of like that on that page. This is just an extra pocket that I had. Actually, I think this came from another kit, but I don't remember which kit it came from. I have outtakes from all my kits that I can cut up and use. That might have been from Esther, maybe? I'm not sure. I'll just put that there for now. And then I have this, which is from, I believe, the War Room kit, that I have an extra one. And it's a 4-point tuck. You can tuck something in this, 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 and this. So that can go on a page. Kind of needs its own whole page to do that, though. I got to find a page that I don't like or that I'm willing to give up. There's a lot of them that I like. So let's see. I could give up one of these blue green, because I've actually got 4 of those. So I think I'll do this one. That's kind of maybe my least favorite. Okay, and that can have, I've got this little envelope here that can go in this one pocket, like that. And then I'll get some more ephemera later and stick in the other 3. I had some leftover ones from the war room, so. And I really like this banner. Looks like I'm going to have it be like 2 1/4 in order not to cut that off. So I'm going to measure. I don't use rulers that often, but I think I will this time. 2 1/4 or 1/8. It was, I think, 1/8. 2 1/8. Yeah, just a little trimming on the edge, looks like, and it will work. I'll cut a little bit off. And ink it. Okay. And I mean, that could go there. And then I need something for this pocket. Did I have any other? Oh, I have this clip. So I'm just going to slide that one under there. Here's a pocket that needs a tag or a card. Okay. And so I kind of want to fill this up as best I can, because then I'll know how thick to make my journal when I bind it and when I I'll trim this down. When I bind it, and I know how thick it's going to be, and I won't get a gator mouth if I do that. And I need one to put in here. And so let me look through here and see if I see any. I mean, I kind of like just a neutral. And that's pretty. That's kind of cool. Okay, so there's some that I could use. And here's one that's a hem that I can use. Here's another one of those kind. So here are some more of these triangles that I did. So there's a small one that might be interesting. There's a belly band that might be good. That might be cool. Although, I think I've got that in there as an example because I want to make more of those. So I'm going to leave it. And tuck spot, that might be. Those are stacked pockets from a kit. Okay, so let me see what I have here. A neutral one on this page would be good. I think I had, actually. That might be nice there. And that was just a square I cut out of a hem and just folded it in half to make a pocket. And then let's see, what were the belly band possibilities? I think this one looks kind of cool. Got a hole in that one punched. All right, I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to put a washi tape here. That white is a little too much for me. So let me get the washi tape out here. And actually, could use a wide piece. This is that Tim Holtz cloth tape that I just got. I think I'll do that. As I mentioned before, this newer tape that he made is thicker than the other one he had. Thicker and wider. So I really kind of like the old one because it was really nice and thin. It just had a great feel to it, but this is pretty, so can't complain about Tim Holtz stuff. It's always pretty, or interesting, if not pretty. Okay, that I like that. All right, got those to put something in still. Okay, let's see. What do I have here that's interesting? That stands out a little bit. I mean, that one does. I think I'll use that one. Got a little bit of pink on it. And that's got pink on this side, so. And this has got a little pocket built onto it. Could do this. And then if I do it with washi tape, I could make it where it flips up. I think I'll do that. And I need to do something on this back side of this to make it more interesting. So let me see. Do I have, I mean, I've got 5 million sheets of paper. I'm sure you do too. So let me find one here real quick. Here's some really cool map paper. So I think I'll glue that on here. And that's just from Hobby Lobby. Okay, so that can go here. And so I'm going to make a flap. So I'm going to use the cloth tape again. Only I'm going to use one of his old ones, because that thinner tape I think will fold better. Love this one. I love this tape with the dates and the pink. Okay. All right. So that holds that on. And then it'll open up. And there's room to tuck something in here. And then, do I want to put something here? Probably so. Maybe just I've got this side stamped, but this side is prettier. Oh well. Okay, so that makes that page pretty interesting. And then this opens and it's got that. And so there's room to do a pocket here. Nope. I think just a small one is what I want. As you can see, I had a really good time with Tim Holtz stamps. He's got a whole set of stamps with all kinds of like baggage check and all kinds of stamps. And I just had a great time stamping it all over the place. And I figured I'd let the chips fall where they may. Okay. And now we're back to this page, which I kind of want a belly band on. But I don't like that one. Let me look here and see what do I have. Okay, so here's some more pockets that I made. Let me look through these and see if I see anything. That looks like it could work. Maybe that, maybe that. There's another one of those flaps. Maybe that. These are gifts from, ooh, that's really cute. And I can't remember who gave it to me. I apologize if it was you. Here's a belly band. That one might work. Okay, I think I'm back to where I started. I have a couple of sheets of paper that I can cut a belly band from. I mentioned I bought this paper online and it has writing like they use in Muslim countries. Let's see if I can show you it, like right here. And so I don't know what it says, and you know, I certainly don't want anything from the Quran in my Bible journal. So what I did is I went and glued paper over most of it. I didn't get this right here. And so lesson learned, you know, watch out what you're buying and where you're buying it from. So yeah, there it is again. I could just do a strip for a belly band. I could just use the width of this ruler, I think, too, so. And then let me grab my trim. I mean, there's a lace. I think that's, yeah, that would work. Or I could put that on each edge. Huh, I don't even know. I don't even remember getting this. I got this at a flea market, I'm sure. This right here, it looks like you're supposed to gather it, but I like the way it's cut, so that might be really cute. I just have a little bit, looks like, to, I mean, I know I could tuck it underneath it, but I kind of like it showing. Well, it kind of looks like it needs to go underneath, doesn't it? Yeah. All right, well, what I'm going to do is just tear this up. Wow, that glue's awesome. Okay. gun shy, I'm going to take a washi tape and run it down the middle of this. Just because. Because there's, I believe, French on there, but I don't know what it says. And normally that doesn't bother me, but I just don't want to take any chances. So I will use washi tape down the center. Okay, so now this is how I get buried. I lay everything aside and put it up later, and before I know it, I'm buried. Okay, and then this one, I mean, that could go there. So I did this one video where you take your scraps and you make them exciting because they're kind of boring sometimes. And so you just take them and you start stamping them and spraying them and using stencils on them and just mix them all up like a salad. And that was from that little thing. And I think it really added a lot to my scraps and made them more interesting. Now this needs a belly band, and I kind of want, I'm thinking about fabric. What do I have? Get a pocket. I think I'll put that there. And I'm going to stop here, I think, for today. And come back and work on it some more on the next video. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.